everybody, this is Tanya from Home Cooked Healing, and in today's video I want to show you how to basically deal with a can of coconut milk. I use coconut milk in a lot of my cooking. I recommend it to a lot of my clients, incorporate it into several of my workshops and cleanse program, and often I have people coming back to me saying, oh, this can, is it okay? There's this stuff on top, what do I do? So I want to explain it to you once and for all so you know exactly what to do with a can of coconut milk. So first of all, coconut milk is just also a great dairy alternative. So if you find that you are sensitive to dairy or you want to try going dairy-free, coconut milk is my #1 substitution for many dairy products. You can put it in your smoothies. You can make delicious curries with it. You can sub it into some baking recipes as well. So definitely check it out. When I get coconut milk, I always get the full fat coconut milk. And the reason is that the low fat or the fat-free kind is just cut with water and often costs as much. I've even seen it cost more than a full fat can of coconut milk. And you can cut it with water yourself, which is what I'm going to show you today. So save your money, buy the full fat coconut milk, and cut it with water yourself. So here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to open our coconut milk. And what you'll find often, and it depends on the temperature in your kitchen or the temperature of the store that the coconut milk came from, you'll usually find that the top of the coconut milk has this hard, more firm texture. It's pretty thick. It's like a thick cream at the top. And that is basically where the fat has settled from the coconut milk. It's totally normal. It's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with it at all. And at the bottom, you'll find once you spoon this out, you'll find that that's where a lot of the liquid is located. So what I like to do is take a large measuring glass that has a spout on it, and I pour my can of coconut milk in here. Whoop! See, there goes the water. So there's just a little bit of the fat at the top and then the water at the bottom. And you want to make sure and get every little morsel is important. Okay. And it's great to have one of these small spatulas. These are excellent for getting into little can spaces like this. So now I have my coconut milk in my glass measuring jar. And next what I do is cut my coconut milk with just some regular plain water. Usually I'll do about 3/4 of a can. You can do a full can. It's totally up to you. You can do half a can. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to pour that in. Rinse off my, there we go. Rinse off my spatula a little bit. And then next, I whisk this really well. And be careful you don't splash it all over yourself. And it takes a little bit for the fat, that solid part that was in the coconut milk, to dissolve a little bit. So just be patient, give it a nice whisk. If you use warmer water, that can also help that fat dissolve a little bit more quickly. So there we go. Give it a nice whisk, make sure all the clumps are out. Oops. And then I put my coconut milk into a glass container. You can use a regular ball jar. This is just an empty juice container that I've basically dedicated to my coconut milk. And what's great is that obviously I can, close this off, put it in the fridge, and use a little bit at a time. When you open a can and you have nowhere else to put it, you're sort of stuck with that can. You have to use it all kind of in one sitting. So I've got my funnel here, and I couldn't think of the word, and I'm going to pour my coconut milk into the jar. There we go. And I've measured it out that this glass container, this bottle holds pretty much all the coconut milk. When I cut it with the water, this is the perfect size for that. And now I've got my coconut milk at the ready. At the ready again for my smoothies, to sub in baking recipes. Get creative with it. You can make chia pudding with this now, and just store it in your fridge. It will last usually about 3 to 5 days. I've seen it turn a little more quickly, and I've seen it last a long time. I'm not sure why that is, but it just is. When coconut milk goes bad, you will know. So don't panic, don't worry about it. If you smell it and it smells funky and sour, pitch it and get a new one. So don't worry about not knowing if it's bad. You will know. The coconut milk will tell you. So I hope this was helpful. If you have an amazing coconut milk recipe, I would love to hear about it. And if there's other videos or other questions that you have that I can do videos about, I would love to hear about those as well. So again, this was Tanya from Home Cooked Healing, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.